It's Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be listening to this. I hope you're having a great day. Just a quick one from me today, and it's the importance of words. The importance of words. Specifically, there is one word I feel that you shouldn't be using that is often used when it comes to our health and in other areas of our life. Instead, I think there's another word that better captures what we're trying to get at. Are you ready to understand the word that I think we shouldn't use and the word that I think we should use? Okay, let's do it. All right. So we often use this word, and the word is fault. It is my fault. It is my fault I'm sick. It is my fault that I'm not eating well. It's my fault that I'm not exercising. It's my fault. It's my fault, right? So on the one hand, this is a better choice than making excuses for other things, right? So we can either blame things outside of ourselves, right? Well, it's the weather, it's the other people, it's other situations. When we do that, of course, we have no power because it's the fault of other things outside of us. So it is one step forward to say that it is my fault instead of saying, well, it's the weather. No, it's my fault. However, we've still got a big problem here. When we say things like, it's my fault, we are engaging in blame and shame, right? So what comes on the heels of it's my fault is, I'm a bad person. I'm weak. I have no willpower. I'm stupid. I'm fat. I'm, whatever, right? We tend to break ourselves down with guilt, blame, and shame when we say things like, it's my fault. And I personally believe there shouldn't be any room for guilt, blame, and shame when it comes to our health and really when it comes to other areas of our life. Because while it is better to take responsibility here than simply blame other things outside of ourselves, because it gives us no control or no ability to really take action, these are negative, toxic emotions, guilt, blame, and shame that get engaged when we say things like, it's my fault. So instead of fault, what word should we be using? I've actually used it once already, and I believe that word is responsibility. It is my responsibility that I didn't exercise, or that I didn't eat right, or that I didn't whatever, get that project done, or do that thing. Can you feel the difference in emotional tone between when we're saying it's my fault versus it's my responsibility? For me, they're completely different. I think you'll agree there's a completely different tone. When we say it's my responsibility, that guilt, blame, and shame tends not to come up. Now, it still can be engaged, so it's important to recognize that what we're trying to do here is put the control in your court, right? When we say it's the fault of other people or other circumstances, we don't have capacity, ability, we don't have control. It's difficult for us to take action and to change the situation or the circumstances and do the things that we're looking to do in our life. When we engage guilt, blame, and shame, it is similarly difficult to engage, to be active, to do things, because we tend to get stuck in that fixed mindset of something is wrong with me, which is very disempowering, and so it makes it harder to take action. Instead, when we say something like, it's my responsibility, we can engage in positive forward motion. So if you didn't eat a good meal, that's your responsibility. Like you didn't eat a good meal. But instead of spiraling down into guilt, blame, and shame, we need to look at that situation and ask, so why did you not eat a good meal? It is your responsibility to eat well. Why didn't you do it? And instead of going down, well, I'm weak, or I'm fat, or I have no willpower, or I'm stupid, or any of these things that we tend to say to ourselves, instead we can say, well, maybe you didn't have the food in the fridge. Maybe time was really short that day and there was nothing easily prepared. Maybe you were worn down after a long day and dealing with all the responsibilities and other issues, and so it just felt easier and better to go through the drive-through instead, or to grab a candy bar, or to do any of those things, right? Without guilt, blame, or shame, we can look at the situation and go, okay, all right, so that was the situation. You are responsible for the choice that you made. Maybe it was not a good one. And we can look at the situation, because by saying responsibility, we're saying, look, I do have at least some control over my life and my situations, and the choices that I made are not getting me closer to my goals, my dreams, my hopes. Great. Okay, we acknowledge and we recognize that. Then we ask why. Well, why did I make that choice? Right? It's not because I'm fat or stupid or ugly or weak or any of these other things that we want to say to ourselves. There are some reasons. So we can take a minute to chase down. Again, maybe you had a super busy day at work and you were feeling exhausted and there was nothing prepared or easy in the fridge, so you just grabbed a candy bar instead. Okay, now since it is our responsibility, we can say, well, how can I change that? Maybe it is having simple, easy to prepare, healthier choices available. So instead of facing down a candy bar or, prepping a big meal for ourselves, we can grab something better out of the fridge and eat that instead. All right, so in my opinion, it is vitally important to change the words that we say to ourselves. Instead of saying, it's my fault, instead, I believe we're much better served to say, it's my responsibility. If you find yourself spiraling into guilt, blame, or shame, first of all, feel your feelings. That's okay. What do I tell my kids all the time? It is okay to feel our feelings. If you're feeling hopeless, overwhelmed, if you're feeling fat, stupid, ugly, or weak, it's okay to feel those feelings. We don't want to stuff them, repress them, or deny them, but it is also important to move through those feelings, to recognize that guilt, blame, and shame are non-productive, toxic feelings, and to shift ourselves from guilt, blame to responsibility and positive action to move forward. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Listen, it can be difficult making these changes, having these mindsets, living a healthy lifestyle in an unhealthy society. Almost all of us, we struggle with it. We fall down, we fail at times, right? But it is our responsibility to pick ourselves up, to keep going. And one of the ways that we can help ourselves is to join a supportive community of people who are committed to being healthy in a society that doesn't value health. And one way you can do that is to join us on Facebook. We have an exclusive Facebook group called the Aspire Natural Health, or ANH, Aspire Natural Health, ANH Academy, the ANH Academy. All you need to do is go to Facebook and search for ANH Academy. There are 3 quick, simple, super easy questions that will take you less than a minute to answer. Lets us know that you're serious about joining the group. And we'll invite you in to join the group where you can join us, like-minded people who are looking to be healthy, who are looking to live a bigger and better lifestyle, get the most out of our lives, live with purpose and meaning and health. You can join us there. You can be a part, get the support. It can be so helpful in maintaining those positive lifestyle habits, in recovering and maintaining our health. So once again, go to Facebook, search for ANH Academy, answer 3 quick, simple, easy questions. Join us today, be part of the group. We look forward to seeing you there. All right, folks, until next time, take care.